Oh no. What about now? Hold on. There we go. That should be better. Sorry guys. I was messing around with some of my OBS settings and I guess I fucking muted myself in the process. My B. Oh, that's a classic. I feel like that's like the fourth or fifth time that's happened in this stream. What's up everybody? We are here for chapter 1084, One Piece, the ultimate chapter. What's gonna happen in Mary Joie? Man, I wish I could know right now. I wish I could read the chapter right now and find out what's gonna happen in Mary Joie. Well, I guess we're gonna find out today, baby. I guess we're gonna find out soon. People are saying I'm still muted. Now he's cooking with audio. Now I'm cooking. I came in here ready to roll, ready to rumble. With my boys up in the Holy Land today. I'm assuming that's what we're doing. So hidden, you can't even hear me. I hope it's working now. We're good now, right? Okay, just want to double check. What is going on, everybody? What is going on? Let me just say hello to everyone. Well, I can't say hello to everyone. There's a lot of people in the chat right now. Yo, Terrible TJ, thank you for the VIP message, bro. He said, I'm so busy I can't chat, but I wanted to say, like D-Stream. Please like the stream, guys. Like D-Stream. It helps me out. It brings me that much closer to the One Piece. What is the One Piece, you might ask? Well, that's something we'll have to find out together. Maybe if you like the stream, we'll find out very soon what the One Piece is. Maybe when reading today's chapter, we'll learn. If I had to guess what's going to happen today, I'm probably going to see some crazy shit up in Mary Joie. What that's going to contain, though, it's all up in the air. Are we going to get names of other Gorosei? Possibly. Are we going to see the Gods Knights? Possibly. Are we going to see what Emu looks like? Possibly. A name? Even a name I'll be happy with. A name that isn't Emu, I'll be happy with, okay? You give me anything. Basically, we have a smorgasbord. I hope that's the word. We have a smorgasbord of things to choose from. And all of this is hype. All of this is equally hype. We get a little bit of info on the revolutionaries. We get a supposed, we get an assassination of Cobra. We get to see how that goes down. Man, oh man. There's so many ways this could go, and all of them are good, as far as I can tell. Yes, that's true. We need 75 likes to start reading. Thank you, K Maya. Let's get to 75 likes, and then I'll start reading. That's the One Piece. Me starting the chapter. Brain juice flowing. Yes. Yes, Doron. What's up, Dag? What's up, Atlas? What's up, Doron? What is going on, young Usopp? What's up, Lava? Okay, Maya. Everyone, thank you for stopping by. It's supposed to be a hype chapter. It seems hype. All the other streams have been going crazy. So I've been prepping for this one. I will say, this chapter, I decided to, I heard this was like a code red, so I decided to go on internet blackout. So like the past few days, if anyone was wondering, what happened to the Zelda streams and all that stuff, I just stayed off the internet pretty hard actually, to just try and avoid anything about this chapter. I still got tidbits here and there, unfortunately, I couldn't avoid them. But nothing major, I'm hoping, we'll see. But, point is, today, I think this is the most blind I've gone into a chapter in weeks, so I'm very excited. Yeah, made a lot of progress in Zelda, by the way, for any of the people watching. I'm sorry. Next time I stream that, we're gonna be like leaping ahead. Sage Never End, thank you. Thank you for the $1. Appreciate that. Staying off was a good idea. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it was worth the, I had something to keep me occupied. I had Zelda keeping me occupied, so, it's all good. I wasn't like, chomping at the bit to jump on my computer. I was pretty good to go. What parts did I get spoiled and couldn't avoid? Only one thing really, but I don't want to say just in case it's not exactly what I think, and I don't want to have chat kind of confirm or not confirm what I heard, so I just kind of want to go into it, whatever, no big deal. Alright guys, I said we'd start at 75 likes, let's start. We are at 85 likes now. Did I ever build a steerable car in Tears of the Kingdom? Yeah, I built plenty of those. I built a hover bike too. I went ham on Tears of the Kingdom. I did 2 dungeons already. I was doing the dungeons and I completed the map, so I made a good bit of progress. I only did 2, but whatever. This is really cool artwork. All right, guys. Hey, let me lower the volume so that my mic doesn't pick up double. I want to focus up here. I'll tell you guys what the spoiler was in the end. It's not huge though. I'm assuming. When I heard it, it wasn't like something where I was like, oh, this is what everyone's going crazy over. It's not one of those, like, if it was a detail that everyone was going crazy over, I would tell you guys, because I would know that that's like a big spoiler. But this one was not something that I think would be like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, like how this chapter, everyone's saying like, oh, this is crazy, you're not ready. Like, I don't think what I heard qualifies as a you're not ready for this moment. So I don't think that's the main part of the chapter, a spoiler. All right. Anyway, let's start with the chapter. I'm not gonna look at the chat starting now. I'm not gonna look at the chat. All right. Let's begin, guys. Wish me luck. I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, here we go. Luffy with the King's skull here. A member of the King Pirates, I see. I didn't know Luffy was chilling with Zack like that. I gotta ask him about that. That's really hype. I like this crown he got here. This is a cool. Is that the Pirate King's crown? Is that what Oda imagines that as? All right. Oh, right, because we got all the guys last time, right? Well, Yamato being here is a little interesting, given how Oda decided to put Yamato with the men in the men's bath, but he decided to draw Yamato with the girls for the girls' cover story. That's interesting. My Queen Ulti over here. Where's there you are. Damn, man, the fact that Robin's not like a big part of this spread makes me type a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. All right, well, this is a good color spread. I like this. This looks like they're having a fun time. They got an inflatable Thousand Sunny there. All right, let's start the chapter. Inside Pangaea Castle at the Holy Land of Marijois. Who took out the guards? Chapter 1084. The attempted murder of a celestial dragon. Okay, so Sabo rocked him. He rocked him pretty hard. You're Sabo, right? What? Jewelry Bonnie? I think we're both after the same thing, so let's skip the small talk. Huh? Well, they're probably both after Kuma, right? Yeah, that makes sense. They broke into the guards' quarters and stole the keys to the slave collars. Yo, thank you, Chance, for the $10. He said W color page, baddie central. Couldn't have put it better myself, my friend. Thank you. What does that put us at? I'll tally it after the stream's over. I have to update the donation goal, but I'll do that at the end of the stream probably, so I don't have to keep stopping. But thank you for that. I did hear about Kuma-san having a daughter. I've always tried to keep tabs on Revolutionary Army activity. That's how I know you're trustworthy. I'll leave it to you guys to get Dad's body to safety. Karasu, yes. What the? Mission complete. Deliver the keys and tell Morley to get Kuma and the others back to HQ as soon as they're free. What about you, Sabo? I'll be right behind you after I'm done here. Understood. Be careful. What's your next move, Bonnie? I'm off to Egghead to see whether Vegapunk has a way to restore Dad's mind. And if he can't... There they are. Okay. I get kind of like, when they're like running through the palace, I get kind of like Impel Down vibes almost. That's weird. I could have sworn I saw something. Pant, it feels like there are fewer guards than ever around here. We're too short-handed to cover a tower this big. You should have thought of that before. I don't know. Wow, for the world government, I mean, they must have poor security if they're understaffed at, like, the most important place on the entire planet. Haven't you heard? You can blame you-know-what for that. Oh, okay. Well, there's a reason. What's that mean? I owe you one. Okay. Sabo cooking. They're all gone because they saw it. Saw what? The legendary Phantom Room. You guys got to be working here long enough to know this is not an okay conversation to be talking about right now. These are like stormtroopers, like bullshitting around. This is not just any room we're talking about. What is this Phantom Room? Okay, is that the Chamber of Flowers? Is that the same thing? Thanks. Eggheads in the New World. We're heading in the opposite direction. Good luck on your voyage. It's a little odd to see a radical revolutionary acting so friendly. Well, we're both determined to save the same person. Yeah, look after my dad for me. Oh, it's about to go crazy. Yo, Ronnie, welcome to the VIP, bro. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining, or rejoining. King Cobra, ruler of Alabasta. You will die. What have you come to ask? Perhaps I should start from the beginning. As you are aware, the organization known as the World Government was founded 800 years ago, when 20 different monarchs came together. Their families all promptly moved to Marajwad to live as one clan, referred to as the Celestial Dragons, the ones responsible for the creation of the world. And as such, they have ruled over their creation ever since. Internally, the 20 were considered equal, and to ensure that no individual dictator would rise up from among them, they installed the Empty Throne. Each of them placed a weapon around the throne to symbolize their vow to never try and sit upon it. At the same time, new royal families were handpicked to rule the nations that the founders could no longer preside over. I'm getting so much fuel from this chapter for a future video. The founders could no longer preside over. Those families are still in power to this day. In order to ensure the smooth transition, all references mentioning the previous dynasty's reign were removed from each of the founders' respective home countries. And that explains why the Don Quixote family history was only known by the Tontada, and it's passed down through the Tontada, but people on Dressrosa didn't have that. They only had the history of the Rikus. With the sole exception of Arabasta, the monarch at the time was Queen Lily of House Nefertari. Where did we talk about this? Did I talk about this on a members video? Was it a members video with Dak? Dak, did we talk about in our members like tier list or something? Or maybe it was I think it was at the end of our tier list video. We had some idea about like Emu being a Vivi who never got to meet their Luffy, you know? Like if Luffy was Joy Boy, or like if Joy Boy was like the Luffy of that era, whoever Emu was may have been like a Vivi that never got to have a Luffy to drag them out of the depths of despair or whatever. Could this be? Queen Lily of House Nefertari, while her name was immortalized as one of the founding 20, she did not stay to become a celestial dragon. Instead, she was to return to Arabasta to continue her reign. And by the way, this wasn't like a whole video, like, so if anyone's wondering, they want to see like a whole video on that. We just like brought up the idea very briefly in passing. It's just like ringing bells right now with this little blurb. Maybe I'm just, confirmation bias. Instead, she was to return to Arabasta to continue her reign, which is why the Nefertari family has continued to act as sovereigns. That means that only 19 weapons were ever placed around the empty throne. It's all as you say, but what exactly is your point? Yo, Chance, thank you for the $10, bro. He said hidden is wild. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. I'll be whatever. I'll be expanding on my thoughts in a bit. Hold on. I've scoured all my kingdom's ancient texts, but as far as I can tell, all known accounts chronicling the period after the Void Century have one thing in common. Her name isn't mentioned once. No! No way! Hold up. Hold up. It appears Queen Lily never made it home to Arabasta, and the burden of ruling the country fell to her younger brother. Do you have any record of what became of her? Wait a second. Wait. I was just saying, like, in passing, there's no way. This is actually, like, gonna be... Oh, wow, it's so fucking crazy. This is it, right? This is it. We're getting the face reveal. To be blunt, 800 years is a very long time ago. It is true that of the 20 families, the Nefertari line did not move here. However, it was believed that the queen returned back to her country after that decision. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that details about her motives and journey are lost to the annals of history. We simply do not know. In that case, what is the meaning of D? Wait, no. Don't tell me we get... If we get any of these answers in this chapter, I'm losing my shit. I'm losing my shit. Why do you ask? The truth is, a short letter penned by the queen has... Penned by the queen? I need to see the translation for that. Has been passed down from one generation to the next. Wait a second. No, don't cut away from this right now. Please stop. Please, I beg you. It hurts. Someone help me. He. Fucking Charlos, man. If she keeps squirming, don't hesitate, Poppy. Is that what it says? Poppy? Pappy? Is that a Y? I can't tell with this font. Pappy. Okay. I finally caught myself. Why is he speaking Poppy? Is that how Charlos talks? I mean, whatever. I finally caught myself a giant mermaid. Excellent work, Charlos. Oh no, our beloved Princess Shirahoshi. He, I wonder what she eats. I'm gonna ride you to town every single day, and if you don't listen, you'll know nothing but pain. No, what the fuck? No, please someone, anyone, help me. This is bad. Her papa and all the guards are still in the meeting tower. Quick, before anything else happens. Run away. That's so heartless. We didn't see a thing. Hey, mermaid, did you just say no to me? I won't tolerate such defiance. She's a stranger. Forget about her. It's not like she was going to agree to any of our marriage proposals anyway. Out of the way, you spineless algae. Why, it's the delegates from Ryugu Kingdom. Don't be foolish. You'll doom your country. Forgive us, Shirahoshi. This was foreshadowed back in Reverie. Like, this was, they almost pulled the trigger on this back then. So now this is, you know... Charlos is gonna have to get what's coming. We only looked away for a moment. Let's go home and never come back to this rotten place. Big brother, you damn celestial dragons. Do away with the small fry. My invincible slave. That's such a fucking crazy... The warlord Bartholomew Kuma is truly... It is truly pitiful to see how far you've fallen, but we can't stop now. Let's do it, Ryuboshi, Monboshi, yeah. Get them, Kuma. Who cares if they're royalty? No one will complain if we bury them in money. Besides, they're just fish. Shirahoshi. Princess Rebecca. Rebecca, that's the baddie from before. He's the worst. Hey, Miosgard, I can hit him, right? By all means, I'll take full responsibility. But a royal like you must show restraint, Prince Fukaboshi. Miosgard, base Miosgard. Humph. Miosgard, you hit me earlier. How could you? Kuma, kill him. What's the difference, Miosgard? We can't just sit back and let him treat our little sister like that. Escaping is easier for them. They don't have a country to think about. They're pirates. That's true. That's very true. Wait a second. Maybe that's why pirates are like such a major force in the world. Maybe that's why pirates are such a threat to the world government. You can't rule over people who don't belong to a country. Right? Because the world government is an amalgamation of all the countries in the world. You can't rule people who don't belong to a country. That's so, like, that makes so much sense in retrospect. Like, I never even put that together, but, like, yeah, that's probably also why the world government hates pirates so much. It's not just that they fly a flag against the world government. It's just the fact that they don't have a means to control them, and they don't have a means to threaten them either. You can't hold anything hostage with pirates because they belong to the sea. What are you gonna hold hostage, you know? So, like, I mean, obviously, every pirate has a place they come from. They have people they care about. Germa and Big Mom prove that with Sanji. But the point I'm making is, this point here is great. Like, they don't have a country to think about. They don't have a country to go back home to. These are pirates. These are people without anything to lose, you know? That's really cool. Hashoken's secret art. Sir Leo, Sir Sai, don't do it. He's a celestial dragon. Tail hammer, drill dragon nail. Is he dead? Oh my god! What happened to him? Okay, so I'll just say right now, this is what I got spoiled on. But, like, this happening. But I did not get a look at what happened exactly to his body. I didn't see him become a fucking pancake. So, that's funny. What? He went full accordion mode. Charlos, we're all doomed. That must have killed him. Oh my god, I hope they actually killed him. Did he die to that? Is Charlos fucking dead? Wait a second. Is he fucking dead here? Yo, the dude's dead. They murdered a celestial. What the fuck? They killed him. They fucking killed him. Wait a second. What? That's the most crazy on-panel death I think that's ever been in One Piece. Like over Ace even. Because, like, Ace was like there was almost like a degree of romance to his death with, like, the hole through the stomach, protecting Luffy. He got a whole speech to go out with. And then, like, Charlos gets fucking flattened. He looks like a fucking Goomba. He looks like a Goomba after getting stomped by Mario. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, man. I wish I didn't know this. That's crazy. They murdered Celestial Dragon. Admiral's gonna show up for sure. Yeah, this is, Stop picking on Kuma-chan. You don't have to listen to anyone's orders anymore. It's okay. Let's go home together. What's going on? How did a giant get here? Morley, I got the keys from Sabo. An intruder, what's going on? That's Morley. What's a captain in the Revolutionary Army doing here? Okie dokie, let's head down, Karasu. No way! No way he said this! No way he said this! No way he said this line. No way he said this line. No way he fucking said this line, bro. No way he said... No way he literally said, look how they massacred my boy. The memes are never... Oh my god. Oh my... He fucking said it. Look how they massacred my boy. Can I get the fucking Godfather seat? I have to get that queued up on my stream deck. Oh my god. Great Emu. King Cobra is still present. What? Lily. Dang. Damn, bro. Not here. Oh, and now the Lilith. Bro, the Lilith connections are going crazy. Oh my god. The Adam and Eve symbolism goes so hard now because you have Lilith introduced into the mix. Now that we have Lilith introduced, that changes so much. Not that much, actually, but it actually helps me so much with a lot of my ideas. Specifically, a lot of the foundational evidence for the devil fruit theory, the stuff related to how they were made, all the biblical connections between the seraphim. You have Lilith now, you have the devil fruits, you have just in general, you have angels, you have the last chapter we had God's knights. Bro. Wow. It's gonna go stupid like in like a week or two, right? Well, the Lily thing, so Rubik's, the Lilith or Lily, I think that's an intentional connection there. I think the Lily thing is supposed to be a connection to some degree to Lilith. Because we have the one Vegapunk that went haywire was the one named Lilith, the one with desire as its programming, right? And Lilith has direct connections to the book of Genesis and the story of Adam and Eve with, you know, the forbidden fruit. Before Eve was created, there was said to be the true first woman technically was Lilith, according to some versions of Abrahamic religion. So Lilith came before Eve. So yeah. So now I'm starting to look at this name here, Lily, and I'm starting to think there's more to this. There's a very important meaning hidden behind this name. That has to be Emu, right? That has to be. I can't think of like what's the setup here then? Cause like if it's not Lily, what happened to Lily? Was she Lulusiad because she refused to join the Celestial Dragons? Was she murdered? Is that what happened? Did she know something about the will of D? That could also be it. Now I'm thinking about it. It doesn't necessarily have to be Lily. It could have been that Lily was murdered on her trip, right? Because she's said to have disappeared. She could have been disappeared just like everything else because she chose not to move to Mary Joie. I just find the connection here interesting that she would choose to, or Emu would choose to sit on the throne and confront Cobra. Wow, man. So now we know why Cobra's dead. Now we know why Cobra's dead. That's crazy. Yeah, it does. It honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, it probably makes more sense that Emu is not Lily, maybe. And that Lily was killed on her trip for refusing to join in Mary Joie. Let me see here. Where is the... Okay, so there's no reference. There's no reference to Lily's dynasty. She's been wiped from history. So she got history wiped like rocks. She disappeared on her return to Alabasta. Her name isn't mentioned. She was disappeared along with the Void Century. Okay. I don't know, that honestly, maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way. I think maybe it might not be Lily. Probably isn't then. Also, yeah, we got to talk about this. Emu's talking here. Emu's talking here. So, we're going to get a confirmation as to, or we should get a confirmation as to Emu's, gender, at least once this gets animated, because that's gonna have to have a voice, right? But that's also assuming we don't get the answer to this question prior to the anime doing this episode, which I don't think is gonna be the case. I think maybe it could even be next chapter we get a face reveal. Okay, Done looking at the chapter for now. Let me pull up this color spread here, and then I'm gonna let's take off this filter. There we go. Nice look at the Greisch coloring here. It looks really nice, actually. Very well done. All right, let me get to. I got some member messages and super chats. Let me get to those first, then I'm gonna catch up to the chat. Tainted Marth, thank you for the VIP message. He said, "Remove that crown from Emu on the throne. It's basically Darth Vader sitting there." He he he. It's, you know, if there's a yeah, if there's a visual resemblance, I guess I could see the helmet, right? Yeah, is that what you're referring to? It does look like a veil now, and like especially in this, yeah, this panel here, that looks like a veil. That looks like the side of a veil. So a lot of the fan depictions that have depicted Emu with like some sort of like veil on the side and maybe like see-through even. And now like all the Nefertari Emu depictions hold more weight behind them. It's pretty cool. Christian Edwards, thank you for the $2, my friend. He said, Lily reminds me of Tiger Lily from Peter Pan. Tiger Lily. It's been a while since I saw Peter Pan. Oh, yeah. What's the resemblance though? Is it just the name? Stefan Sali said, if you count the letters from L to V, it's 9 in between. Also, 900 years since the Void Century. So was there a princess or queen of Alabasta with a different letter each century? No. No. And the reason I say this is because of Vivi. Because the person who preceded Vivi is Cobra, and if we're counting Cobra's wife, Titi, that skips a letter because it goes from T, it skips U, and then goes to V for Vivi. So we have Lily, we have Titi, and we have Vivi, right? I do think that's an interesting thing you point out. And TD does fall between, like, the letter T does fall between V and L. Yeah, having a good time pointed that out too. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting, like, pattern there. I'm just not sure if it's like one for every 100 years. I don't think that's the pattern that's established. I do think that there might be a naming scheme with the queens of Alabasta who have names like that. They're like the same syllable repeated. All right, and I think there was another super chat. Anime Problem, thank you for the $2. They said, I think there might be a connection to Amazon Lily. Also interesting. That's, yeah. Amazon Lily. I wonder if, I mean, that is a society that's run by women, right? So, like, they have matriarchs or queens there. So could that be a connection? Maybe they were influenced by Lily, but the spelling is different. And I think that the Lily in Amazon Lily is more in reference to the flower. I don't think this name is in reference to the flower, unless the official spelling comes out with a Y. But the way that Vivi and TD are written, it's with 2 I's. So I'm assuming this is going to be written the same way, L-I-L-I. So I don't know if that's a direct reference to the flower, although it does line up considering that many of the women in One Piece are named after flowers. So that does, well, that's the thing. Yeah, I guess that does work. Yeah. What am I saying? I just don't know if it's a direct connection to Amazon Lily. Like, I'm trying to see where where to draw the line there. I do think it's an interesting point. Now I'm going to start looking for the symbolism with this name elsewhere. But I do think you're onto something, at least in reference to the flower. The flower name, you know, makes sense. Brandon King said, imagine Emu just has Pika's voice. I think that would throw everyone for a loop. At that point, we still wouldn't be able to guess, right? If it was Pika's voice, we couldn't conclude anything off of that. That'd be really rough. And everyone just got erased from the Void Century because people laughed at Emu's voice. Alex, thank you for the $2, my friend. He said, Queen Lily and Amazon Lily. Yeah, see, so that's the thing, right? So like, I would see a direct connection being more likely if the spellings were the same. but because they're different, I feel like the Lily is more tied to like the naming conventions of Alabasta, and they are very far apart from each other, I feel like. Because Alabasta is at the beginning of the Grand Line relatively, Amazon Lily is somewhere in the middle in the Calm Belt. So like, I don't really see too much of a cultural connection on the surface there to like make that, to draw that line. But if it turns out that there's something behind that naming scheme, excuse me, that connects to Amazon Lily there later, I could see that, you know, making sense. I feel like we don't have the info, but I think it's interesting. I do think it's interesting. Anywhere that Lily pops up in the manga in any way, shape, or form, I think we're gonna have to look at again. That goes for Lilith as well. And now I'm very excited. Suddenly, I'm excited to go back to Egghead, right? Like think about this, guys. Like, we have Lilith now, the whole Lilith situation on Egghead, which we've been cliffhangered on ever since. It's pretty, I mean, now I'm a little bit more hyped. You know, back when that reveal first happened, I thought, Lilith, like, who cares? Like, who gives a shit about Lilith, you know? But, now I give a shit. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, now I care. I think Lilith being the traitor, if it's tying into this somehow, that's very interesting to me. That makes the Lilith connections a lot more entertaining. LJ916, thank you for the $10, homie. He said, I think it could be a couple things. Maybe Lily joined Joy Boy's crew but failed to beat Imu and died, or was punished somehow like Zunisha. Also, maybe the Phantom Room is the area with the Straw Hat. Yeah, because this can't be the Phantom Room. It's not, because this is, like, even Stelly came into this room. I don't know if it's the Chamber of Flowers either. They're making it out to be like a room that no one else should know about. And the only person we've seen in the Straw Hat room is Imu. So, if there's any room I have to put my chips on for being the Phantom Room or whatever, that's a good one. Yeah, I would say that's up there. Also, let me posit this for you. Could it be, this is a huge stretch of an idea, but because we don't know what happened to Lily, right? She disappeared on her voyage, but we don't know if she's dead or what. We don't know if it's Imu. Could it be possible that Zunisha is Lily? That Lily got transformed into Zunisha as punishment? Because, like, remember it was said that Zunisha committed a great crime long ago and then was cursed to wander the oceans forever? Could it be that the great crime was Lily refusing to join the Celestial Dragons, and then they transformed her into Zunisha and then had her wander the oceans for 900 years? It was said to be Joy Boy's friend. I don't know, just food for thought, guys. Like, think about that. It's, like, kind of crazy. It's a reach. Like, if Lily's an elephant, but I mean, like, is it that crazy in One Piece? Is it that crazy? Like, characters can become pretty much anything, right? Like, given the powers of devil fruits and, like, various other abilities and roundabout methods and even explanations that we don't have full answers for yet, like Imu's abilities. Yeah, it's possible that somehow maybe Lily was transformed into a giant elephant. Moog, thank you for the £5, brother. He said, obvious takeaway is that Lily is Imu, but I feel like it's a red herring. Imu just being the ex-queen of Alabasta doesn't feel right for some reason. I agree that it might be a little bit too on the nose for, like, a reveal where it's like, hey, suddenly, like, there's a queen of Alabasta and we're, like, tying this back into the Alabasta plotline that, you know, many years ago there was a queen well before Vivi who was similar to Vivi, I guess, in some way, but something happened and then they disappeared and then they became Imu. I feel like, I gotta stop playing with this fucking dice fidget, whatever. Do that too much, makes too much noise. Yeah, it's not the most satisfying explanation in the world just yet. I'm gonna need more, because the thing that's always hanging over my head, whenever any identity behind Imu gets brought up, right? The number one question for me is, if you're trying to identify Imu, you also have to kind of, like, give a reason for why Imu is doing what Imu is doing, right? Why put the world through all this suffering? Why allow slavery? Why do such and such awful things? Why murder all these people? So on and so forth. like, could it just be that Lily was like a disillusioned queen of Alabasta who maybe didn't have their Luffy there to like help them or like drag them out of like some pit of despair? Sure, but do I think Vivi has the capacity to become like let's say that Lily and Vivi are very similar and it's supposed to be a parallel thing. Do I think that Vivi's the type of person that had Luffy not been there and had Alabasta felt a crocodile, that Vivi would have that they would have become a murderous psychopath and then dominated the world and enslaved, you know, people and like, I don't know, that I need a little bit more motivation I can buy into for the character. Not justify, but motivation I can understand that explains why all this has happened, you know? All right, there was some other super chats I missed. Apologies. Let's see. Anime Problem, thank you for the $10. They said, my idea revolves around her disappearing. Amazon Lily is damn near impossible to escape if you get stuck there 800 years ago in One Piece without the domesticated giant snakes. So do you think that Lily got stuck on Amazon Lily and then started Amazon Lily? That's an interesting, I like that idea. I just don't know how she would have gotten stranded there on her way back to Alabasta, because I feel like relative to the Red Line, Alabasta's closer to the Red Line than Amazon Lily is. So I feel like it would be a straight shot there. You wouldn't, I mean, unless she was like washed up on Amazon Lily or something, but now we're just writing a whole other story for her. But I do think that the idea is fun, at least fun. Like, if all of Amazon Lily was like an offshoot of like a kingdom that Lily started, like by, you know, like becoming stranded on that island or something, I could see that. But yeah, thank you for the 10. Carl, thank you for the £5, bro. He said the flowers in Emu's garden look like lilies. Have a fun stream theory crafting, dude. Yo, that's Carl. Thank you. That's great. Let me look up a picture of a lily right now, because I'm not a flower guy, so off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to. Okay, all right. So this is okay. I got a picture of a lily here. I'll put this for anyone that doesn't know what lilies look like. Hold on. All right, that's a lily. All right, now, we will go to what was the chapter that Emu appeared in the Chamber of Flowers? Was it like 905? Let's see how good my memory is. No, it's not. 906. .907. I want to compare these flowers here. Oh, it was The Reverie Begins, right? 908. All right, so we have I have the panel in question. Panel in question is now. All right, let's do that. Can we see the flowers more closely on any other panel? I don't think so. I think that's the best look we get. All right, let's see. These flowers on the side here, yeah, those kind of look like lilies there, don't they? I mean, it's hard to tell. Oh, my dumb avatar, my dumb soy face avatar is blocking it. All right, there we go. You see on this corner here and this corner, those kind of look like lilies, no? They look a little bit different, I'll be honest. They look more like, well, I kind of see it. They don't have those petals that like curl outward though. Let's look up what lilies represent. I saw someone saying that. What do lilies represent? What do lily flowers represent? Purity, innocence, and rebirth. They often represent the Virgin Mary in religious iconography, and they are depicted at the resurrection of Christ. So lilies are inherently symbolic, at least in the biblical context, they're inherently tied to the Virgin Mary. And Mary Joie, bro. It's okay. Hold on. Mary Joie. Kuma reads a Bible and on the cover of the Bible, there's a woman, a picture of a woman on the front of the Bible. So is the Virgin Mary directly tied to Lily? If the symbolism for lilies is like rebirth, innocence, purity. Wait, bro. Wait. That's kind of crazy. Oh, wait. Do I have to... Man. Guys, wait until I remake The Theory of Everything. The Truth About Everything. Wait until I remake that video. All I'm gonna say. The fuel is coming. Oh, man. That's exciting. That's so exciting. Gus Zane, thank you for the $2, my friend. He said, look at the scientific name of lilies and origins. What am I about to see? Let's go. Thank you for the 2. Okay. Flower. Let me look this up. The scientific name for lilies and origins. Well, the scientific classification would be spelled Lili with L-I-L-I. Okay, so I guess that still fits the flower theme of the name. What about origins? What are the is there anything else I'm looking for? Is it in the etymology? Like the origin of the word for Lilium? Let's find out. Hold on. Okay. What is the... I don't understand what the word is. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see what the it just means flower, like the etymology, no? Am I missing something? Is there... This is interesting. Like, this is exciting. I'm just wondering if there's... Like, I'll take anything, guys. You give me any info, I'll keep this tab open if there's anything I'm missing. Damn, man. Okay, let's go back to the chapter. Hold on. Filter back up. I want to check something here. Oh, alright, Gus sent another $2. Thank you, bro. He said water lily. Sorry, they're technically different. Okay, let me look up water lily then. Wait, what? The water lily is commonly depicted on... It's like a common iconography depicted on Mayan stelae. And like all their like murals and like the carvings, like apparently water lilies are like a common depiction. That's really interesting. I don't know if is there anything else? I just... Okay. All right. I'm having trouble, and I don't want to wiki dive the whole stream. So if I'm missing something, just tell me. Just tell me in the chat what I'm missing, and then I'll be better off confirming it then, because I feel like there might be something else here that I just don't see. But it is... I'm definitely interested. Lay all the cool Lily related info on me. I'm interested in that now. Okay. Whoops. What's going on in chat? What's going on in chat? Common jungle flower. Yeah. People brought up Amazon lily, Isaias. Yep. Oh, shit. That's a really good point, Vasucap. Blackbeard's symbolic flower in the SBS, in SBS 95, is the red spider lily. I wonder if that, oh man, we gotta really do, I know that lilies are like a broad classification of flowers, so there's like definitely a lot of overlap, and I'm not sure all of it has like overt symbolism or symbolic connections, but we gotta start doubling back over shit, because like Blackbeard having a connection to the flower, like the spider lily, I'm not even sure what I remember seeing a video that dove into this symbolism, and I don't know which one it was. Was it the Blackbeard is an octopus one? Threevil, if you're watching, fill me in on that. I don't know if you are, probably not, but if you are, let me know if you brought up the red spider lily thing. I feel like that's something you mentioned before. That's also a great point, Dak. Dak Sake said, we also all need to remember Robin has the flower fruit, and she is the key to knowing the history and shit. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point. Leslie P said, quote, the god of the blue water lily was Nefertem? What? Hold on. Is this mentioned in the author's notes at the end of the chapter? Let's see this. After some deliberation, we decided to go with Lily as the spelling, blah, blah, blah. However, the I variation has more potential references. For instance, in Hebrew, it means oath of God. It should be noted that the Japanese includes an E, which suggests a long I sound. Yeah. It does it really? That could indicate either one, no? It would not be surprising if Viz goes with Lily, as there is no correct version currently. No, that's just a kana for E. That could be either one. If you want it to be a long sound, you have to put two of those, or you have to put the dash. I could go either way though. But I agree with the spelling choice, because that's more in line with how everything else is spelled. There's no correct version currently, we'll update later. Alright, is there any other, there's no other author's notes. Okay, let me double check this blue water lily thing. Hold on. Blue water lily. Anyone want to do me a favor and try and read? I probably can't read that from here. Hold on. Anyone able to read that? The blue water lily is the symbol of the deity Nefertem? What? This is crazy. Brandon King, thank you for the $2, bro. He said, check chapter 220, page 6. Lily photo stab by Emu. 220, page 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait. No, but in the anime, she had like orange hair, right? Or like brown hair. Could be. No, I don't think so. I think that's a little... I mean, look, that kind of hyped me up a little bit, but I gotta temper my expectations here. I don't know if this is gonna directly connect. I think this is more so... Yeah, because this is not from... This ship is not from 900 years ago, right? Was this the ship that got disappeared? Was this the Alabasta ship that got vanished? Shit. Lily is the creator of the Kingdom of Pangaea because it's inspired by French kings, and the symbol of French kings is the lily flower. The throne looks like it was made for a giant. Interesting, interesting. Wait, so the French kings, the symbol of French kings is the lily flower. If that's true, that's also wild. That is crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm missing a lot in chat. It's hard to keep up and stuff. I apologize. I'm just trying to keep up with the supers as is. But the supers help a lot. Thank you, guys. I'll probably should probably do the updated donation goal in a second. I think we just crossed the $400 mark. K Maya, thank you for the $10. K Maya said, Lily over Joyboy. Wait, Lily, Joyboy, Poseidon love triangle. Scorn Lily revolts versus Joyboy. Joyboy apology to Poseidon. Emu/Lily stab Shirahoshi pick. Rome peace connection equals Dido. Okay. Carthage. Okay. All right. So I see what you're saying, like the Punic Wars connection. So the only reason I don't want that is because I don't want the reason people suffered for 900 years to be over some bullshit romance. There's been no romance really in One Piece, like for a large part of the story. It's like maybe with the pudding subplot, right? And there was like little hints of it, but it's always in relation to Sanji, right? Like it's mostly a Sanji thing because he's like a hopeless romantic pervert. So like his whole thing is like about like he loves all women. Like he wants to find his soulmate. He wants to, or not even that. He just wants to hit on any woman that comes near him, and oftentimes that results in like a minor romance plot. But would 800 years of suffering, would it be worth it if like all this adventure was all just because of like some unrequited love? I would really hate that, to be honest. Like if it's just like Lily was in her feelings too hard because Joyboy didn't want to hit. I feel like that's why we've ruined everything. Like, damn, I would really hate Lily for that, and not in a reason, like not in like a I hate this villain kind of way because they're a bad guy, but more so I hate this character because their motivations are so petty, really, you know? That's the only thing. I do like I like the Rome piece, so I will finish with this, Maya. The Rome piece connection's cool, and if there's a way to make that connection work without having the central inciting incident be this love triangle thing, I would buy into it. My personal bias doesn't want a love triangle because I just feel like it undermines the importance of everything else in the story. Saint Bliss sailed 200 years ago. Yeah, so that's probably not her ship at all. Let's see. I missed a bunch of stuff. Duran says, W to this chat. Y'all are going crazy. Haven't heard these in the past 2 days. Dude, what am I missing? Help me, guys. Repost it. If I'm missing anything in the chat that's fire, repost it. I want to see all the fire right now. Okay, I see Johanna saying Fleur de Lis. Is that a lily? Is that supposed to be a lily? It is a lily. Oh my goodness. The Fleur de Lis is a lily. I didn't even know that. It's like a common decorative French. So that's what you meant by like the French royalty, the king symbolism, right? It's this. Damn. Wait, that's so perfect for Marie-Joie. K Maya said, thank you for the $2. They said, I hate it too. Have to consider the evidence though. So once again, I do think the connections can make sense. I wouldn't consider that evidence. You have to give me evidence of a love triangle. I don't think there's any evidence of a love triangle. That's the thing. Now, could we draw if we had evidence for a love triangle, we have evidence for the conclusion of what happened in the Void Century and maybe some relationship between Lily, Joyboy, and possibly Poseidon. There could have been something there. But there's no evidence of a romantic relationship between them, as far as we can tell. So if we are considering the evidence, I just have to, like, that's the thing. The leap is in the love triangle idea, because that we don't have a reason to believe yet. If we do, I'll change my tune. I will. But until then, I'm going to stray away from the love triangle. Yeah. And I also, you know, it's not even that there's not evidence for it. It's also just that, once again, like, it's just more so like we have to also apply the idea we have to retroactively apply the idea, right? Like if the idea, we have this idea and then we try and retroactively apply it to all the events of the story, and like, is this what incited everything? Did everything in the Void Century start because of some unrequited love? We don't really have, like, it doesn't really, I feel like it doesn't really fit what we've heard so far. Because once again, you also have to consider what are they trying to hide? Really badly. What are they trying to hide? Why are they trying to hide the name of the Ancient Kingdom? You know, that stuff, I feel like there's more to that is more core to the reason for the Void Century happening than anything that's like some sort of emotional connection. I feel like that could be a factor, but I don't think it's the main factor. All right. So let me see. Are people reposting in chat? KT Core said, Hidden, I gotta say your rap was fire, and I wish that vid blew up more than it did. So did I. Thank you, bro. He said, did you know you could do that? Did I know I could do what? that I could rap? Yeah, I mean, I going into the video, I had a pretty confident sense that I was able to rap. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have made the donation goal. But no, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Stefan said, Cobra purposely went into this meeting knowing he would die. Before Reverie, he made comments about marrying Vivi off. We thought it was because of Cobra's illness, but I think it's more than that. You think you wanted to like push Vivi into like a position of leadership? That's a good way to think about it. Moog asked, why can't the love triangle plotline be a thing without that being Emu's main motivation? Well, I'm assuming you sent this before I finished my rant, but yeah, like I said, I could see it being a factor. I could see it being a part of it if it was true. I just don't see it being the main inciting incident or the main reason, you know? That's a whole different story. Like, sure, could it be part of it? Could it have been like something that raised the tensions? Yeah, but was it the main reason for the Void Century? I highly doubt it. Mega Elijah 21, thank you for the 20, bro. He said, if Emu equals Lily, possible Captain Kuro and Emu/Lily parallels, faking one's death in order to take on a new persona and achieve a certain goal, might explain why Nefertaris are always referred to as traitors despite Emu being one. So one question I would ask then is, do you think that the Gorosei are not aware of the true identity of, like, the Nefertari connection, or at least the other celestial dragons? I guess if no one else besides the Gorosei know about Emu's existence, that could make sense. I just don't know, like, how do you fake your death and then somehow end up in power over everyone else and no one questions it? Like, how do you get the Gorosei to follow your lead without people like questioning, hey, weren't you like the Nefertari queen or whatever? Like, what happened? You're supposed to be dead. You're supposed to be missing. It seems like there was maybe some coordination behind that event, and I don't know if it's in favor of Lily or if it's like to kill Lily, but there definitely was some manipulation and behind the scenes things that like happened to coordinate her disappearance. So was that Lily faking it, or was that her actually dying and the world government conspiring to kill her? That's the real question. But thank you for the 20. I'm interested to find out like where that goes. Zingy1914 said, check Blue Water Lily in ancient Egypt. Major sun god and dawn connections. Okay, let's check it. Let's check it. It was considered extremely significant in Egyptian mythology, regarded as a symbol of the sun, since the flowers are closed at night and open again in the morning. At Heliopolis, the origin of the world was thought to have been when the sun god Ra emerged from a lotus flower growing in primordial waters. At night, he was believed to retreat into the flower again. Due to its color, it was identified in some beliefs as having been the original container, in a similar manner to an egg of Atum. And in similar beliefs, Ra, both solar deities. That's crazy. And then its properties form the origin of the lotus variant. It was a symbol of the Egyptian deity Nefertem. And this Nefertem headpiece looks like the crown, doesn't it? Nefertemu? Nefertum? Originally a lotus flower at the creation of the world who had arisen from primal waters. Is that not Imu's crown? I feel like someone's pointed this out like before. I'm certain someone's pointed out this page. That's crazy though. Yeah, now the connection to the water lily and then the lily name, like that's I'm buying it. I'm buying it. Wow. Wow. Yeah. That's really interesting. What if Imu is Lily's son or daughter? Which would be a direct... Thank you, Salvador, or... I don't know, it's just a normal message. Salvador Shot said... See, the brain scrambling started now. My mind's in 5 different places trying to connect theories. I can't pick my words properly. Salvador Shot said, what if Imu is Lily's son or daughter? Which would be a direct parallel to Dofi in a lot of ways, except what separates them is that Imu was successful and went beyond his goal. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, but then the question I would have is, like, why did Lily have a son or a daughter that wasn't... Like, did they have the son or daughter on the trip back to Alabasta? Because, like, her brother was the one that took over. But if they had a child, then, if Lily had a child, I feel like they would be the next in line. It could be that they were already born and they were on the ship with Lily going back, and then the ship disappeared. But once again, I feel like that's just like an extra layer. It might just be easier to explain that Imu is Lily herself, and that has gone awry. That's the explanation that I'm more of a fan of, is that Lily is a Vivi who never had a Luffy. You know? Vivi without Luffy would be a very different person right now. They would have failed to save their country. They'd probably have a different view on leadership. Yeah, it's possible that Lily is a Vivi without their Joy Boy. So, I did talk about this earlier, but yeah, that's what I feel like is more likely than just some like kid that's now there's a kid that there's a kid that was not mentioned up until now, and they have to be related to Imu. Excuse me. That's yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. I feel like it's just like an extra layer on top, you know, that can still be answered without it. ZamD Al, is it AI or is it AL? I can't tell if that's a lowercase L. But Zam, thank you for the $10. He said, Gorosei bow to Emu. How others bow to celestial dragons, while all the celestial dragons took the oath to be equal. So Emu was there when the world government was founded and didn't take the oath. Is there a missing part to the oath? Great question. Great question. Do you think Emu was a person who was there and around prior to the kings going up to marry Joie? That's a really interesting idea. This makes me think of like those theories. I've heard a couple theories that Emu is Joy Boy, right? Like the big twist is that the original Joy Boy is currently Emu. But there's some issues I have with that. I would lose it if that was the twist. I mean, if Oda manages to write it well, that'd be crazy. But could it be that maybe they took an oath to someone that was already part of some pre-established order, and then they just masqueraded as starting this world government? They put up this facade that everyone was equal. I could see that being the case too. It's interesting thought though. Cobra and Boa both have snake names. Alexander, that's also a good point. So people that are looking for the Amazon Lily connection, well, actually that's great, yeah, because Cobra, like King Cobra, and you have like all the Kuja that are based around snakes, you know? So like the kings, I wonder if all the kings of Alabasta are named after snakes of some kind, and then all the women are named after flowers, right? That could be a connection. F said, was Lily forced into captivity? It was her decision not to move to Marijois, so I don't understand how she would switch sides in 24 hours. Well, then the question would be, what was her reason for not joining the Celestial Dragons, right? Because this is the issue. This is the issue with the Alabasta situation. Alabasta took part in the War of the Void Century in some capacity. They were considered among the 20 kings that rose up against the Ancient Kingdom, which means that Lily and the Nefertari, and even though they changed heart, they had a change of heart later, at a certain point, they did fight the Ancient Kingdom. They were opposed to the Ancient Kingdom. So the question I can only ask there is, why? What made them change their mind? Up until now, we've assumed that the Nefertari deciding not to join the Celestial Dragons in the Holy Land, we've assumed that that was because they agreed with the Ancient Kingdom and they actually had a change of heart and they actually don't want to be a part of the world government. Maybe they saw something wrong with it. Maybe they saw the destruction left behind, just like just like what Vivi saw when Wapol left Drum Island. She said a king shouldn't abandon their people. So maybe, like, Vivi really, really hated the idea of a king abandoning their people. When Blackbeard arrived on Drum Island, Wapol abandoned Drum Island. He ran away to escape Blackbeard, and he abandoned his people to Blackbeard. Vivi hated that. So what I always thought was maybe the original king or queen, now we know queen, of Alabasta at the time, had a change of heart because they didn't like the idea of abandoning their country and abandoning their people and going somewhere else. They didn't want to go to the Holy Land. Maybe there was some cataclysmic event coming in the Void Century and they didn't want to just leave their people behind. So that could have been it. But now I'm also thinking, like, if they were opposed to the Ancient Kingdom at one point, could it be that this was all a coordinated effort and that Lily actually chose not to go to Marijois for the purposes of doing this, like, underhanded thing and becoming emu and faking their death, something like that? That's also a possibility. It is weird to have that sudden dime shift in 24 hours, if that was the case. I don't think that's what it was. There must have been more coordination behind this, whether it was in the murder of Lily or whether it was in the usurping of the empty throne by Lily through some sort of roundabout way. Yeah. So that's the thing I'm trying to figure out, is, like, were they on the bad guys' side, or as Meg Elijah said, like, were they on the bad guys' side? Were they bad guys or morally gray characters who had a change of heart once they saw the destruction caused, once they saw what the world government was going to be about, or once they saw that they wanted to leave and abandon their people for Marijois? Was that what made, Lily change her mind and not join the 20 up on or the 19 others? That could be. Johan said, I think Boa Hancock is from Alabasta because Hancock looks like Cleopatra and has something in common with Cobra, the name of the snake. Yes, Johan. Yeah, so we talked about the Cobra thing. Yeah, I think, what was I gonna say? I don't know if you think it could be possible, like, did we get anything on Boa's origins? Well, I thought she was from Amazon Lily originally, and then she got turned into a slave by the Celestial Dragons who took their, I guess their payment or whatever, the Celestial tribute from all the islands. I assumed that she was just given to the Celestial Dragons as a slave from Amazon Lily or some shit like that. Could it be that she was from another kingdom? Like, is Amazon Lily like a refuge for women who, like, not every resident of the island may be from there. Maybe Boa and her sisters could have been from Alabasta and they were turned into slaves, and then after they escaped slavery, they were brought in and taken in by Amazon Lily and then made to be the Empress. That's an interesting idea. Is that confirmed? Do we know if she's like where her birthplace is? Do we have that confirmed? Pedro says the throne looks like it was made for a giant. Yes, yes, I did read that earlier. I think it's interesting. So do you think that this throne is someone else's throne and it was repurposed for Emu? Because I could just see it being a grand throne to just symbolize the world, right? Like they're just trying to show. It's just like a way to symbolize how big and important the throne is, maybe. But could it be that it belonged to someone else? Because that seat looks pretty big for Emu. Not gonna lie. That's a good point. I just like, I've always just taken it as being a very audacious ornamental chair. And usually those things tend to be much larger than the person who sits in them, just to like show how powerful or grand the person is. But could it be that there's like an actual connection? Like, what if the straw hat for Joy Boy was that big and Joy Boy was larger than someone like Luffy? Could it be that this was like a throne that belonged to someone else, and then they just repurposed it and changed the design a bit and made it a world government chair? It's possible. Yeah, Rubik's, that's a good point too. The throne is big, but it's hardly giant-sized. Normal swords compared to the seat height. Yeah, that's a good point too. It isn't like as large as a giant would be. I also believe I missed some super chats. I apologize. I saw them in the chat. They disappeared. Let me just pull up my supers list. I'm gonna get to all these. Apologies for missing those, guys. Okay. Let's see. Rubik's, you dropped a $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. He said, Vivi is wearing a tiger shirt on the cover page. Tiger lily is a flower. Tiger lily is also in... Okay, so the Peter Pan connection. Tiger lily... Okay, alright. I like it. We're doing some... We're making connections. That's fun. Zam, thank you for the $5, bro. He said, also Nefertiti and her husband, Pharaoh Akhenaten, founded and promoted Atenism around the sun god for the first time in Egypt. Really? That started with... Wait, so the promotion of this sun deity started with Nefertiti? Like the real Nefertiti, like the actual person in real life. Wow, yeah. Look at this. Okay, well, let's take the filter off. Okay, so Nefertiti was a queen of the 18th dynasty of ancient Egypt, the great royal wife of Pharaoh Akhenaten. Nefertiti and her husband were known for their radical overhaul of state religious policy, in which they promoted the earliest known form of monotheism. Really? I didn't know that's what this was. Atenism, centered on the sun disk and its direct connection to the royal household. With her husband, she reigned at what was arguably the wealthiest period of ancient Egyptian history. And she was the person who she's thought to have ruled preceding King Tut? Wait, this is crazy. Look, this is like... Yeah, look at this. Like the sun symbolism? Wait, that's crazy. That's so cool. Wait, yeah, the adoring Aten. Aten. How do I say this? Aton. Atanu. Eton. Aten. Alright, let's see what this guy's about. Atenism and the worship of Aten as the sole god of ancient Egypt, state worship did not persist beyond Akhenaten's death. Not long after his death, one of Akhenaten's 18 dynasty successors, Tutankhamun, reopened the state temples. Okay, so King Tut reversed all of this. And look, hey. For those of you who watched my Poneglyph translation video, can you see how the name Aten written in hieroglyphs here? Any of my viewers who remember the symbolism of this symbol. This is the sun disk in hieroglyphs, guys. So this actually shows up in Aten's name. So we can actually apply what we've been learning with the videos that we've been watching, or you know, the videos I've made, you guys been watching, and all the theories that we've been making about the poneglyph symbolism, the sun god symbolism, and now we have all this stuff with ancient Egypt. The threads connect. The threads connect. Wow. Wow. That's so awesome, man. That's so cool. I did not expect to go on this train today. And all these murals depict like a sun shining down on them. You know? Like, it's just cool. I mean, obviously this is, you know, like, the sun symbolism is common throughout various cultures and religions. It's just really interesting that this happens to connect to Nefertiti. And then we have the whatever, the Nefertitum or whatever, the name of the lily flower, like the classification of the water lily, and then the connections to the sun god. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Wow. I might have to make a video like compiling all this information. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of videos like this, but I almost want to do my own spin on it or something. There's so much cool connections. Like, there's so many cool connections you can make with this stuff. Okay. Oh, man. Something's in my throat. That's dry. Oof. Okay. Mr. Rubix, thank you for the $5. Again, my friend, he said, in the book, Tiger Lily was a Native American warrior who fell for Peter Pan and refused any other suitors. Okay, so that's where the connection comes in. So this is like the love triangle thing. Look, if that connection gets overtly made, and because we know Oda loves Disney with the Peter Pan stuff, I'll buy it. I'll buy into it. I'll give it to you guys. Because that's interesting. Jamaica Sound said, have you noticed that the symbol on the right side of the wiki page of the Fleur de Lis is the throne of Imu? Look at the throne. It's embedded just over the government symbol. Oh man, I wish I could see there needs to be a better panel of the throne. It's gonna be 908. Let's see. And it's okay, I know people are screaming at me to put the filter up. It's alright. We're just doing a quick peek here. Oh, wait, yeah. Hold on. Yeah, you can kind of see it here. It's cut off. They did the same exact Ascension panel, too. That's pretty funny. Yeah, but you can see it, right? Like, can anyone else see it? Like, it's not just me. I see what you're talking about. The throne, you can see the sides of the Fleur de Lis attached to the top of the throne here. That's what it looks like. That same symbol. It's like really hard to see from these like angles, but you can see the parts of it. That's really cool. Rubik said, to be clear, I think in One Piece it doesn't have to be a romantic love triangle. It can simply be a deep admiration or platonic love. Imu was possibly jealous of how close Lily and Joy Boy were. That's a good point. I would be down for that. I'm more down for like a friendship, platonic relationship sort of thing where it's more about like who's, you know, who do you consider your nakama, right? And like, maybe if we want to tie the Lily symbolism to the Vivi symbolism, maybe that moment at the end of Alabasta where like they all raise their arm up to show that we're all still friends. And like Vivi was like, we're all still friends, right? And then Nami was like, you can't say anything, the world government or like the Marines are gonna see us, they're gonna know that she's associated with us. So they did a silent goodbye by raising their arm. What if Lily had like a similar situation where she was friends with Joy Boy and Joy Boy helped her in some way? Maybe. But they didn't get that goodbye, that proper goodbye, and she didn't get that confirmation that like, hey, we're friends, right? Maybe that could be it. Brandon King said, chapter 484 cover page. Chapter 484 cover page. We're diving down the rabbit hole, guys. Squish. Is that a Charlos reference? Is it a Charlos reference? The squish? But no, wait, but I get what you're doing. I get what you're saying here. With the, these are these water lilies? These are water lilies, right? Look, these are ancient alabaster ruins, like Alabastan ruins in the background. You have water lilies coming out of like this pond with Vivi resting on a lily pad. Wait a second. You guys are cooking today. You guys are cooking so hard today. Where's my music? Hold on. Oh. Got it. Media player crashed. Very epic. It's got got nice and quiet in here, right? Now it's all of a sudden it's extremely awkward. Here, now let's get the music back. All right. Gotta stop using Windows Media Player. That shit crashes too much for my liking. It's just playing music, bruh. It's Vivi on a lily pad playing a harp. Now, what I wonder is is the harp connection gonna come into this at all? Right? Is there a way that the harp comes in? Huh. Man, oh man, that's crazy. All right, what else we got? I got another super chat I didn't hit. SK, thank you for the $5 Canadian or $5.50. SK said, I think Emu has a devil fruit like Sugars. Keeps Emu young. Turn Joy Boy's crew into the talking Sea Kings, not toys. And Lily into Zunisha. Crackpot theory. I know. That's not a crackpot theory. You're cooking with gas right now. Wait. So, because we have the Sugar Doflamingo mechanism for erasing the history of Dressrosa and erasing everyone's memories of Dressrosa, and like people in Dressrosa, they got transformed by Sugar into something else and then forced to do the bidding of Doflamingo, who is basically the emu. All the emu parallels, we could go for days. The scene where all of them are bowing to him, so on and so forth, the birdcage, blah blah blah. But, wait, you might be onto something. You might be onto something. If Emu had a fruit that could let them stay young, just like Sugars, but transform people into animals or different creatures, or into fruits. Maybe she was able to take people and stick them in fruits, stick them in animals, like someone got transformed into Zunisha, others got transformed into the Sea Kings. They're all doomed to just like wander the oceans forever. Joy Boy got transformed into a devil fruit. Like Nika, or rather Nika, we don't know. Wait, that's such a cool idea. I like that a lot. And this is why. Oh, man. Brain Blast. Oh, shit.
The One Piece. The One Piece is real.
Brain Blast. Hold up. Okay, so. Now. Oh, fuck. So remember how when we first get introduced to the statue of Kyros, Rebecca's talking about Kyros like she has no fucking clue who the guy is. She's like, he was some ancient warrior, he was, I wish I could meet him someday. He was a brave warrior. And all that we have to remember him by is this statue with the engraving that says his name, right? So maybe the reason for the poneglyphs, the reason they had to make the poneglyphs is because Emu's fruit, or whoever did this and transformed people into Zunisha, transformed people into the Sea Kings, so on and so forth. Once you get transformed, no one has memories of you. Your memories get erased. So just like the toys, everyone lost their memories of the people who got transformed. So maybe they had to make the poneglyphs because otherwise no one would remember Joy Boy or Nika ever existed because they got transformed and that wiped everyone's memory in the process. Damn, that's crazy. Wow. Oh, and Killer got here just in time. What's up, Killer? We've been theorizing for a good 40 minutes now, I think. It's been popping off. Things are going crazy right now with the theories. All right, let's see. Johannes, thank you for the VIP message. He said, Cobra's such a cold motherfucker for asking those questions of the Gorosei, man. Also, check what Mooglatan said about Lily and Emu. Okay, I will check Moog's message in a second. Let me just address that. Yes, he is cold as fuck. That is balls to the wall. To walk into the Gorosei's office, basically, and then just start prodding them for answers about the Void Century. Dangerous play. Very dangerous play, bro. And I feel like maybe he felt like he had the right to some degree because he's a Nefertari, you know, one of the original 20 or whatever. But, damn. You're really playing with fire there, and we all know what happened as a result of that. So, let's see Moog's message. All right, Moog. Mooglatan said, in my opinion, Emu was the Alabasta monarch who fought the Ancient Kingdom. Once she left to become world king, Lily became the Alabasta monarch, and Lily would choose to stop working with the world government. That's an interesting way to play it too. So Lily did get murdered or whatever after that, and whoever was the monarch before is now Emu. That's a way to think about it. I think, once again, I do think it's simpler to just lump Emu in with whoever or lump Lily in to the Emu boat, because I just feel like it's a more apt explanation that this was planned and they faked her death. But if we have another character that we haven't met yet, I could also see that working. It's just, you know, we have to now we have to introduce a whole new character into the mix to justify Emu. So it would explain the change of heart more. But if Lily was part of the Alabasta that fought against the Ancient Kingdom intentionally, and Lily was against the Ancient Kingdom originally, then it would make sense for why Lily would want to do all this, fake their death, become Emu, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. LJ916 said, since she penned the letter D, is it meant to show the D family is still of royal descent, even though the government tried to erase the true history? So this is also why. So if the transformation thing wipes people's memories, and if that's true, then that would mean that whoever bore the name D originally was transformed, and now we lost all memory of what the D stood for because we don't know who they are anymore. They're wiped from our memory. So that would mean that the reason the D name was carried forward without people actually knowing what it meant was because they didn't want to lose the letter D to history. And it could be that that's why Lily wrote it down. She could have also written it down as a warning, but we'd have to see what the context of it in the writings is, like on the poneglyphs or whatever. Christian Edwards, thank you for the $5. He said, Greek god Apollo invented the harp. Egyptian god, ours is the Egyptian equivalent. Horus, you mean? I'm assuming you mean Horus is the equivalent to Apollo. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure Apollo didn't invent... Was it the harp or was it the lute that he invented? I thought it was the lute. Oh, no, not lute. A lyre. That's what it was. Okay, yeah, that is a harp. It is a harp. That's pretty much a harp. Yeah, that's a good point. That's also another good point. Really nice connection there. Yo! Killer Comedy with the $100 dono. He said, the goal shall be reached.
The One Piece.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the... Hold on, should I play that out? Do I have another good one? I have to get some more, Here, hold on. Killer Comedy with the $100 dono. And he said, the goal shall be reached.
Holy shit.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. I really appreciate that very greatly. Let's actually take the opportunity to update the the goal here. What are we at for the stream? We are at 232, so that would put us at 5. Puts us at, just rounding up, puts us at about exactly $550. Thank you, guys. We are now at this point we are over a fifth of the way. We're over 20% of the way to our goal for the One Piece game show. So thank you very much. That's awesome. That is really awesome. We're gonna hit this by the summer, guaranteed. At this rate. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Oh, the game show. The game show is super hype. I've been adding on to this extended list of ideas. I've been also like preparing some changes for the stream, like visual stuff to get ready for this game show. But I'm not gonna roll out those until the actual stream happens. But I did have like a little touch-ups. The stream starting like today. You noticed that I'm gonna be doing like stuff like that. But I'm saving a bunch of ideas for that stream. But what I can say is we are cooking. We are very, very much cooking. So, yes. Oh, Killer. Thanks. He said, "Oh shit, we getting those vet bills done." I appreciate that, man. I want to be transparent. I'm going to put most of the money that gets donated for the game show towards the game show. I don't want to, like the vet bill stuff. I'm probably gonna do that with like my video revenue, just because I appreciate that. I just want to count it towards the goal, you know. I don't want to put it towards the goal and then use it on something else. I feel like that's unfair to you guys donating. So it's gonna go towards the game show, and I'm gonna try and put it towards making the game show as like the best as possible. But I really very much appreciate that, and the vet bills are gonna work out. For anyone that wants an update from last time, I got hit with like a really big fat bill from my vet. Talked to the insurance. It looks like the insurance might be able to cover some of it, so hopefully it won't be as bad as I thought. But we'll see. But I will just say thank you so much. That is very kind of you. But the game show, man. The game show is gonna be a great time. Game show is gonna be a great time. I think you guys are gonna love it. I'm trying to determine though who to bring on. I know I have a couple people in mind already. I think Dax is gonna be a must show. I want to maybe get like a mod or two, like get a couple of my regular mods in there. So that would be really nice if any of you guys are up for pulling up onto the game show. But we'll discuss all that as we get closer to the day. Let's see. I know some people are trying to throw some theory stuff at me. Okay. Johan Caravan said, the letter D of Cobra confirms that the letter D is derived from Delta, more precisely Daleth, meaning gate, like Stargate happening in Egypt. That's a stretch. That's a stretch for me. Could it be related to Delta or Daleth? Possibly. Do I think... Is it confirmed? I don't think he confirms that, though. That's not confirmed. He just asks what the letter D is, right? And he just talks about... Yeah, he just talks about it. He doesn't confirm it. We need Killer. Yeah, honestly, I think Killer is like locked in. I think Killer. We'll get you on there. You'll be part of the game show. I think you're locked in, my friend. You know what it is, though? The only stipulation I have is just I don't know how it's gonna work because you donated towards, because it's gonna have a prize, right? So I don't know if there's like some legality issue with like donating towards the competition and then entering it and then winning the competition. I guess there's nothing wrong with that, but if Killer's in there, I fully expect that the possibility he might cook the whole bracket for all we know. But I don't think it should be an issue. So as far as I'm concerned, I would love to add Killer in there. That'd be fun, man. That'd be fucking dope. Yeah. What? Do I have any other like sneak peeks maybe I could give you guys to hype up that stream more? I'll save it. I'll save it. Maybe once we cross like a certain threshold with the donation goal, I'll reveal more little bits here and there. Like once we hit like the halfway mark, maybe. Killer says, then I donate it back. LMAO. No, I mean, hey man, I just have to be prepared for any possibility, you know? He could be a co-host. That'd be interesting too. Maybe you co-host Killer. That'd be cool too. All right. Let's I see some people are still trying to get some theories through. But yeah, anyway, we'll figure all that stuff out later once we get closer to the goal. But definitely some good good stuff in the works. Truly a snake eating its own tail. Competition already rigged. It's the red line, bro. It's the red line. VazuCap said chapter 1023 hidden must see. Let's see. Chapter 1023. The cover. You know what's also crazy that I'm just realizing now? Can we talk about this, guys? Hold on. I'm just realizing this, and I think no one's mentioned this, so I think I'm the only one to catch this. But Nefertiti's page, where is it? Is it on this page or is it on the page for Otanism? It might be here. Let's see. It was on the Aten page, maybe? Where is it? Oh, here we go. Okay. Is this... Tell me you don't see the symbolism here. Akhenaten sacrificing a duck? Are there any Nefertari or Nefertiti related characters in One Piece that are also connected to ducks by any chance? Anyone? Any duck connections? Here, I'll help you guys out. For anyone that hasn't picked up on the absolutely obvious. My boy, Karoo. And this is the cover story that was referenced, the one on 1023. Spitting Image. Spitting Image is an interesting title for that chapter, considering the cover page. This is cool, man. This is cool. Damn, the connections go hard, man. The duck connections? We sacrificing ducks out here as part of, like... Sheesh. All right. What else you got, guys? Hit me with the sauce. Game category idea. Having a good time said, if ChatGPT can answer the One Piece related question better than a contestant, they lose points. I like that. Good time. The only thing is that ChatGPT is not caught up to current One Piece. It's like at chapter 980 something. Like it's like way behind from. It's like at least 100 chapters behind right now. So. I think it's like 970 even before, like it's not far. So, because I think their records cut off in like 2021, like September 2021. So, unfortunately, ChatGPT would like the questions we'd have to ask would be limited, but that's okay because there's definitely some characters that like I could ask obscure questions about that are from way earlier in the story. Here's a fun one though. Here's a fun one. Maybe we could do a competition involving Akhenator. You know the genie that predicts like characters you're thinking of. Could we do like maybe we could do an Akhenator round where it's like we connect it to Alabasta or something, and it's like, you've met the Oracle of Alabasta, and they're gonna predict what character you're thinking of, and the winner of this round is like the person who can guess the character that I'm thinking of before Akhenator. Like, whoever guesses it before Akhenator wins the round. That could be a really fun one. Actually, I'm going to write that down. I like that a lot. Hold on. Where's my notebook? Oh, here it is. Okay, let me write down Akinator round. That's going in the vault. Ruben, thank you for the 20 euros, bro. He said, don't know if this was already mentioned, but the shipwreck that the Straw Hats found right before going to Skypiea with the help of those monkey brothers had a photo of a woman who really looks like Lily. Maybe her ship crashed. That's, funny you bring that up, Ruben. We did talk about that earlier. Someone did bring it up. And the reason that I'm not buying into it is, as people mentioned in the chat back then, was, that ship, the St. Brice, is 200 years old, which wouldn't line up with the 800-year time frame. Now, maybe there's a way where, I don't know, you know, it wasn't that ship specifically, but they had pictures of Lily, but I feel like that's like a roundabout thing. I think it's just more likely that it's not connected. And I know that, I think Moog was saying this earlier, because I mentioned that the hair color in the anime for that picture, the woman had like brown or orangish hair. And I think Moog said that the anime has gotten hair color wrong before. I'll admit that. I just think that there's like a lot of reasons to think that might not be the same person. But thank you for the 20 pounds, bro. And that's, I definitely want to see more examples like that. Like, it may not necessarily be true, and it may not turn out to be true if we fact check it, but I want to see more stuff like that in the story that we have to start talking about now. Because there's probably a lot of connections we're missing with the Lily stuff, and more foreshadowing than we thought there was, through the symbolism, like the flower symbolism and shit like that. All the princesses being named after flowers, like that could be a big connection. Zam, thank you for the 5, bro. He said, in Ottonism wiki page, Nefertari and her husband are adopting Aten with Lily in their hand. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do a deep dive through this whole religion and everything. I'd be interested, because I love archaeological stuff. I really love, like, researching about history and ancient civilizations and cultures, and like what they worship, what their culture was about, like what their beliefs were. I love thinking about that stuff. Like, what were people thinking about 3,000 years ago? And what I love about it is that Oda is a very worldly man. Like, he's a guy that has studied so many different topics. If you look in his like office, he has so many different books on the library covering so many different subjects, and all of them to some degree end up getting used in One Piece somewhere. All these various stories and mythologies that get overtly referenced. I mean, he's very well read, and I love reading into this stuff, because like, the more I read into ancient history and the more I read into ancient storytelling as well, the more I see connections with our modern storytelling and how Oda likes to call back to all that stuff from history. And it becomes increasingly apparent as you go through the story that, you know, One Piece is not so different from our world. Like, it's obviously there's a lot of differences on the surface, and like the cartoony nature and the magical powers, but in terms of at least their mythology, the way their world is structured, the way that their society operates, and the way that their history has been written and erased and rewritten, there's a lot of it there's a lot in common with our world. And yeah, I think it's some of the most fun stuff to research when going into a video, and that's why I really liked the Poneglyph video, for example. I really liked making that. I really liked making this last video with Usopp, if you guys enjoyed that. All the connections to like ancient stories or like Aesop's Fables and Pinocchio and all those different popular children's tales. I think it's really interesting to read up on that. You know, I didn't know much about William Tell prior to making that video, but like all these connections I think are there. So the adopting Aten, like I didn't even really know anything about Aten prior to this stream, but now like with the lily, the lily flower, the water lily connections and all that, I'm gonna have to peep this whole page. I'm probably gonna do a whole read through later. Memphis, thank you for the VIP message, bro. He said, just got home from work and holy shit, this chapter. Sorry I'm so late. Good God Almighty. No worries, bro. Happy to have you here. The VOD's still gonna be up. The VOD will be up for you to peruse. We've been theory crafting like crazy this stream, Memphis. I'm serious, bro. We've been cooking with some fire today. People in the chat were dropping insane ideas. People were having me doing some like Wikipedia diving. It's gonna be like, all I can say is if Oda even does like half of this stuff, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like, I can't wait to analyze One Piece at the end. Like once it's all over and we have all the pieces in place, I can't wait to like piece together everything. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Anyone that's just hopping in, welcome. Everyone, make sure to like these stream if you haven't already. Helps me out a lot, big time. Dax said, I wonder if there's a parallel to make with Poseidon being captured by celestial dragons while on land, aka away from her sea kings to command. You know, now that you mention it, being on top of the red line is probably the worst place for Shirahoshi to be, given her power. She cannot use it at all from up there. I can't imagine the Sea Kings can reach Marijois. Yeah, you know, maybe she's gonna get captured, like for real captured. I mean, no, she made it back home, didn't she, after Marijois? Shit, man. There's definitely something to that. Like the attempt on capturing her, and like the attempt on her life is, I think there's something to that. Oh man, I really hope Charlos is dead, bro. That'll be so funny. That's gonna be one of the best deaths in anime. I'm sorry to like sidetrack. That'll be one of the best deaths in anime, bro. Hey, Mooglatan, thank you for the £2. He said, just beat Dark Souls, LMAO. I've been keeping up with Moog's journey through Dark Souls bit by bit. He's been posting updates in the server for how he's never played Dark Souls before. This is his first time playing. So for any Dark Souls fans out there, throw Moog some chat emojis or some W's in the chat just to congratulate him on finishing the game. Wasn't easy, I'd imagine. I'd imagine the last boss is also kind of tough for you if you didn't cheese him and parry him the whole time. So congratulations, nice work. You got to do the DLC though if you haven't done the DLC yet. The DLC of Dark Souls is the best part. It's so good. Kuchi said, Charlos confirmed alive, chapter 1054. Very sad. Fuck. Is he confirmed alive? Because that did take place after Reverie, right? Let's see, 1054. The disappearance of Vivi happened at the same time as Cobra's murder. I don't know if that might also be relevant to what we're going to learn about Lily. I don't see where he's confirmed alive, though. Can we assume... Oh, okay. Can we assume the attempted murder of St. Charlos is solved then? As far as the accusation that St. Mjosgard let the attacker escape, that's being deliberated in the land of the gods. The Holy Knights have intervened. The Holy Knights were mentioned back here. Fuck. I didn't even pick up on this. Damn, man. He picked up... Oh, so Charlos is still alive, man. And... Okay, hold on. Let me pull up this chapter so you guys see what I'm actually referencing. Yo, Killer, my boy. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the 10 memberships, my friend. Let me run the membership video. Welcome to the members crew. Nate M, welcome to members. Caleb Brown, welcome. You've been a member before. Welcome back. Lasagna, welcome to members. Tamonk, Momo, wait, no, that wasn't Momo Z. Michael Bisley, welcome to members. Nomad Sherm, welcome to the VIP, bro. G Ray, welcome to the VIP. Sam 1977 and God D Usopp, welcome. Thank you so much, Killer. Welcome, guys. Awesome. Welcome to the crew, guys. All right, let me pull up this chapter. So, like, this is what they're talking about right at the end. All right, so attempted murder on St. Charlos. So, attempted keyword here. Presumably, I'm hoping that Charlos is just He's still alive, maybe. If he's still alive, I'm hoping that he's at least crippled. I'm hoping there's some level of permanence to the damage he took. Because that attack, if we can just pull that back up for a second. That didn't look like it felt good. You know what I'm saying? That didn't look like it felt good there. So, the Holy Knights being mentioned here is also... This is chapter 1054, so this is a while ago. First mention of the Holy Knights as far as I can tell. They have intervened. They've intervened. Yeah. Nutty, that's a good point too. Nutty says maybe the poneglyphs are also people turned into stone. That's why Roger said the stones have a strong voice. You know what you would like, my friend? You got to talk to my boy Dax Sake. Dax Sake got a crazy idea that I think you would love to hear based on that concept. Because I also think that's valid. I think I'm pretty sure, Dak, correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, I dropped some stuff on the floor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but your idea was that Joy Boy is the poneglyphs, right? Or something like that. I know that you mentioned that. It was on a stream or something. But the possibility in general that anyone could have been turned. I think that's valid. I think it's a big possibility. So yeah, Dak, that's your alley, bro. That's your alley. That's up your alley, my friend. Let's see. Hopefully he's a vegetable. Yeah, that'd be a good ending for Charlos. Yeah, Dak spits on that idea. He was cooking with that one. I do like the idea of the poneglyphs being people transformed. Could it be Joy Boy? Yes, and I think that that's also a possibility. The only thing that leads me to believe that it can't be is because of the fruit. Unless we're making Nika and Joy Boy two different people. In that case, yes. But if I'm to assume that the Nika fruit is like Joy Boy turned into a devil fruit or something, then he can't be in two places at once. He can't be also the poneglyphs. So for me, I'm more willing to believe that maybe it was Joy Boy's crew or like a ton of people from the Ancient Kingdom that all got transformed into the poneglyphs. That in my headcanon, that fits more in line with like the ideas I have. However, in general, the idea of people being transformed into stone and being turned into the poneglyphs, especially with the introduction of the Blackbeard boa thing, I really think there's some truth to that. Like, I think there's definitely... What's the difference, bro, between the poneglyphs and, like, a stone statue of someone? Like, they're both rock. Like, you could turn someone into stone, you know? Like, why can't you turn someone into a poneglyph? So, yeah, I think that's definitely... I don't want to say it's certain, but I want to say there's a big chance that that has some relevance to like what's going on, right? Yeah. Well, I saw something that caught my eye. Iced Empire said Charlos has already fought to extreme damage and possible near death with Luffy and then Miosgard. He has probably OP durability by now, a real fighter. Charlos probably has gotten the best training of his... After getting pancaked and getting smashed in the face by Luffy, my man's tanking for days probably after. The next attack's either going to kill him or he's going to tank that shit like Whitebeard. So get ready. Get ready for the Charlos, the return of Charlos. He's going to be like Squidward in the jellyfishing episode where he's like on the stretcher and he's like in a full body cast. Charlos is going to come, he's going to like be rolling down the street on Mary Joie. He's going to be in like the full body cast on the stretcher after this incident. He's going to try and hold his pistol, and then like one of the God Knights is going to tell him to firmly grasp it, and they're going to break it through his hand. The SpongeBob reference is too hard. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, the pioneers used to ride these babies for miles. And they get on the poneglyphs, and the poneglyphs start driving poneglyphs around. Oh shit. I wish we had the sad SpongeBob, like the fucking crying face one. The one from You Fool, right? This is the one you're talking about, right? You fool! I should make that an emoji. That'd be good. That'd be good for you guys to spam in the chat in tandem with the You Fool, the bands as they happen. Oda is just gonna keep debasing Charlos. He'll never kill him, just abuse him. I can't argue with that, honestly. Stefan Sali said, check chapter 202, page 8, and chapter 152, color spread left side. All right, let's check 202 first. You said page 8? The Royal Mausoleum. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Impressive. Is that the Aten symbolism there? Is that what that could be an interesting connection? That like sun looking thing in the back mural? I like that. 202 page 8. Page 8. Is there anything I'm missing? I see the mural in the back. Maybe it's going over my head. I do think that's a cool... I want to analyze these more deeply. I wish we had more high-res versions of this. And then what was the other one? Chapter 152, color spread, left side. Left side? I mean, on the right side, we got Vivian Carew here. The flowers? Are those lilies too? I don't know. Those kind of look different, though. I don't really know if... I don't know if there's too much to read into with this one. But I could be wrong. Young Usopp, thank you for the $20, bro. He said, would it be strange for this individual to be the founder of Amazon Lily on the run from Emu, changing the spelling in the comm belt so Im can't reach her? Also, before you end, can you check out my East Blue Saga AMV? I'm not going to be checking out the AMV, just because I don't want to start a trend of people donating to have their videos pulled up on the stream. I just think that's a dangerous Pandora's box to open up. But I will address this. So we talked about the Amazon Lily connections earlier, and I do think that there's some interesting connections there between like the snake symbolism, like King Cobra, and then like, you know, Lily. So like, yes, I think that's interesting. Someone else brought up the idea of, I think they said that that wasn't what it was, but I kind of concluded based on their suggestion that maybe Boa was like born elsewhere and then adopted by Amazon Lily and turned into their empress. But maybe she was from Alabasta originally or something like that. I could see that being a possibility that gets revealed later. And maybe there's a deeper connection between Amazon Lily and Alabasta. But like I said, I'm not ready to get too caught up on that just yet. I feel like we have to focus our sights on Alabasta more so than Amazon Lily when it comes to the Lily connections, because we still don't have a reason to believe that Lily ended up somehow at that completely separate island, you know what I mean? Maybe it was named after her prior to her disappearance, but like all we know is that she existed in Alabasta, ruled Alabasta, went to Marie-Joie, decided not to join the Celestial Dragons, and disappeared on her trip back home. Like I said, when this first came up, Alabasta is closer to the red line than Amazon Lily is, so you know, it's like, how would you end up there if you're taking a straight shot to you know, to your home country? So yeah, I feel like I feel like there's definitely, maybe there's a connection in the name, but I think it ends at the name. I don't know. For now, I don't see if there's a way to make it like any deeper than that. Yeah, okay, so Server VIP said chapter 127. Oh, so this is all going back to Momo's. Okay, so let me give credit where credit's due. Is it Momo's that pointed out? Crocodile destroys a lily. Oh, all you guys pointed it out. My bad. Crocodile destroys a lily in his introduction in chapter 127. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Really? That's crazy. Let's find out. It's at the beginning of the chapter. 127? It's a lily! Ah! Hey, yo, Crocodile. Crocodile, you doing a little bit of foreshadowing there, my friend? Got anything you want to tell us, Sir Crocodile? Any secrets you want to let us in on, bro? What's good with that? The Eternal Pose to Alabasta. He's playing with his little flower there. Yeah, and then... Yo, wait. This is crazy. And the funny part is, there's a lot that's similar about this conversation to, there's a lot about this conversation that's similar to how the Gorosei are, like, spoken to over the phone. Like, they're all silhouetted, or, like, Imu listening over the other... Like, you know how in this chapter, Imu was, like, listening in on the other end of the phone there? Like, where is it? Yeah, here, right? You see how, like, Imu got the Denden Mushi on the pedestal there and was, like, listening in? It's like, I see some connections there with just like the imagery of like talking to someone over the phone. You don't know who's on the other end. This is like the leader of an organization who's like completely mysterious. They use a mysterious name. And like the lily symbolism, and then, yeah, like the silhouettes. In 127, like in chapter 127, bro. This is so far ago. This is so far away. Maybe the lily thing was planned, man. That had to have been planned for a while. Sheesh. Crocodile is the former empress of Amazon Lily. It's confirmed, guys. It's confirmed. Oh, and now we're going even deeper with it. Mr. Rubix said he sucked out all the water the lily is in. Maybe Imu or someone else in the past drained all the water from Alabasta. Maybe it wasn't, maybe it was covered in green. We know about the green city of Erumalu, right? There was that one city in Alabasta that was like covered in greenery. It was like an oasis and everything, and now it's completely dry. We don't know though, that was a result of the dance powder, if I remember correctly, but still. Yeah, the crocodile connection, like the symbolism is crazy, man. Wait. That's very cool. That's a really cool idea, Dak. Daksake said, I think Imu took away the sun instead of the rain. And now we have an artificial sun? Is that what's going on? Is that what's happening right there? Oh boy. Alright. Guys, I love this. This has been great. We are a little bit past the 2-hour mark now. I do want to wrap up the stream. We've got a lot of crazy good theories in it. Looks like things have calmed down now, so we've got our ideas out. I'm gonna let this chapter digest. I wanna sit on the conclusion of this and all the stuff we got here. Here, let me hold on. Oh, my fucking page froze here. Yeah, here, we'll focus on this. All right, so let me just hang on this image for a bit. Yeah, so I want to let this chapter sit with me for a little, let it, digest the information, kind of like theorize a little bit on my own. I want to read through the wiki pages that we've been pulling up today and kind of like put together some ideas. But I mean, this was a really fun stream. Absolutely insane chapter. That's a 10 out of 10 chapter in my book. That went so crazy hard. And then on top of that, like, just like in general, like all the ideas that came from just these little info drops. The fucking, yes, thank you. KT Core, the look how they massacred my boy line fucking killed me. That killed. I have to make a thing for the stream deck. I'm gonna make an edit with this for the stream deck very soon. Let me write that down too. I'm gonna intercut the Godfather clip with this panel. So hold on. That's such a good idea. I'm gonna have to do that. We're gonna get new stream deck editions very soon. We're gonna get more buttons to play around with. Because we have a lot of them, these are fun. But we need to add some new spice into the mix, you know what I mean? So basically, Emu is a literal depiction of God flooding the world, which makes sense because there's a boat that was made to bring the fishmen to the surface. Yeah, Usopp, so I think the biblical connections are definitely going to play out very deeply once Emu becomes a main part of the story, for sure. I think we're going to get real like Abrahamic with the shit once we get there, Rubik said bro got an Odin head. He does kind of look like Odin here, doesn't he? He looks like a smashed version of like Odin's dumb younger cousin or something. Like, man, how do you survive that? Fuck. Yeah, he got wrecked. He got super wrecked. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm gonna stop it here. We're gonna cut the stream here. Thank you guys for being a part of this today. Thank you for all the wonderful donations. Let me actually, real quick, let me do the math and let me update the donation goal before we go. Let me think. So the last one, I'm gonna reset it to what it was before and then just do the math. So it was 327 and now we are at... I'm just gonna add that. I don't have time to do head math right now. Wow. All right, that puts us at... So as of the end of this stream, we are now at $608 ready for the donation goal. So guys, I can't thank you enough for your generosity and for supporting the ideas for the stream and like the game show idea. I'm glad you guys are hyped up for it. I can't wait to get you guys even more hyped as like things get moving and get underway. But thank you guys so much. We're getting that much closer. Also, thank you for the gift memberships and the people who joined members. Thank you very much for that as well. Killer, you're an absolute goat. Everyone who donated, you guys are my goats. And everyone who came here and watched, donations or not, you are also my goats. You guys are the best. I really appreciate your viewership. And, I can't wait to pick up next week. We don't have a break, I think, so we're going to just be picking up these crazy discussions very soon. Like next week, we'll probably be back to it. So, guys, I really appreciated you all being here. Wherever you are, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a good night, and a wonderful romance dawn. This has been The Hidden Island. I'll catch you later. Take care.